Okay, so I'm going to work on this area here and put in a table that's going to house a CSS box on the left hand side here, which is 300 wide, and a map that is 600 wide. So I'm going to go over to Fireworks and just check on my images. The first one is already as it should be. It's a PNG. It's 150 pixels wide by 250 high. But you'll see that the How to Find Us file is actually a bitmap, and it's a lot bigger in its size. It's 600 across by 400 high, but the actual size of the file as a bitmap is a larger file. So I'm going to export it. File, Export Wizard. I quickly run through this for the web, and I'm going to choose PNG 24, and this will be the quality, 122 kilobytes. I click on Export, and I choose to put it in the exam folder. Then go back over to Dreamweaver itself, and we can see these. If I refresh this now, hopefully we'll see the How to Find Us, and we'll also have up here in the assets and the images, we'll have the picture about school trips down here, and these we're going to move into here. So on the new About Us page I've made, I'm going to put a table within the editable region. And the table I'm going to make 900 pixels wide, 1 row, 2 columns. In the first side of the table, I'm going to select the box I made in the other video, the CSS box. And in the other side now, I'm ready to drag over my How to Find Us picture, which I'll drag over and drop in. I'll add some accessibility, so I'll turn to map of How to Find Us, and in comes our map. Notice that the colours are very similar. That's and then back onto this side now, I'm going to paste in some text from Word. So I'll copy some text, Control C, and I'm ready to now paste this into Dreamweaver, and the text should now form the way in which I formatted it in the CSS, which, just to remind you, was these things, Vedanda and size 14. I can change that later. And the image I'm going to drag in here now is the one about the school trips, and I'm going to drag it into this text. And here we have a rock, I think it's rock climbing. I click on OK, and we get a picture of some children rock climbing. And you'll see it's not been formatted properly, but here we can now apply the CSS which I set up for image, which when I click on the thing, I can click on the class over here and I can select image. And what that will do is float the image on the right, as we said, and we should be able to move it up and be able to wrap the text round. Now you may find this looks a bit strange with this justified, and we can play with either the size of the text in the CSS. So I might just drop the size of the text. In fact, I might remove the word justified and see whether that makes a difference to our design, and to see whether we're happier with that. That looks nice and smart, and I'm ready now to right click and save this, and now I'm going to preview this in Internet Explorer. So hopefully now what we can see is that we're nearly there. We've got a really nicely designed page where we've got this block of colour here, we've got the image there with a little bit of padding and margin around it, and we've got our map positioned. A little bit of altering here we could alter perhaps, but actually as a page design it looks pretty good. Perhaps what we could do is colour the background of the map, but I think that's perfectly acceptable and looks really smart. So I'll stop recording there, and that just shows you how to improve and design a page.